Hey Miss Girl, it's your girl Jam and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today ladies, I will be going over my highly requested makeup routine. This is beginner friendly. Your girl only been doing makeup for like 4 or 5 years. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I will link all products used down in the description box. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, Miss Girl, we're gonna go ahead and get into it and get started. Mind you, this is beginner friendly. I've only been doing my makeup like 4 to 5 years after I took like a makeup class. So this is what I do to achieve my soft glam look, okay? So first things first, I just want to say make sure you cleanse your skin before putting on your makeup to avoid clogging your pores. I like to use non-comedogenic products and oil-free products. So I did go ahead and wash my face first with the La Roche-Posay Hydrating Cleanser. Then I went in with a hydrating serum after I toned. Okay, so this is the hydrating serum I use. I wanted to put y'all on the hydrating serum I use because it's all free. It's the Bioma Hydrating Serum. So after I toned, I put this on my face and let it basically melt into the skin, honey. Then I put on my eye cream. I'm using all Bioma products because I love the fact that a lot of their products are all free and non-comedogenic. So this is the Barrier Repair eye cream. I've been using this for like 2 weeks now and I've noticed that it hasn't been clogging my pores. So because this one didn't say all free, so use at your own risk, but it hasn't been clogging my pores. And like I said, been using it for about 2 weeks, but this one for sure is all free and it's hydrating. You want to make sure your skin is hydrated and moisturized, and you also want to make sure you're hydrating that under eye area if you have creasing like me or like wrinkles under the eyes like me. This is the Bioma moisturizing gel cream I used. So good. I will link everything down below that I can link, so don't even worry about it, but this is how it looks. And so after I moisturized, now I go in with my primer. Now the point of the primer is just basically to have a barrier between the skin and the makeup. And I have acne scarring and large pores, but I was using a product I feel like they were supposed to blur it. Didn't work out. So if you know any blurring like primers out there that you really love, let me know, because right now I still use the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I love this primer. And a cheaper alternative is the e.l.f. This is how it looks. This is the mini. It has a bigger one, but I like to use this when I'm traveling because in the summertime I usually put on a skin tint, so I don't want to use my most expensive primer. I use this. Okay, really affordable drugstore like pricing. But today, since we're going to a brunch, I'm gonna use the Milk Hydro Primer for my soft glam look. It's like a full coverage, full makeup look, but really soft glam. So I'm gonna go in with that. And the eye patches is also just to hydrate. It's also to help me avoid the eye area. I don't like to put my primer on my under eye area because, honey, I don't know. I think there's one specifically for the under eye, but yeah, I just do like 2 pumps and I just go all over my face and then I press it in. You can feel how sticky it is. And if you see me looking down, that's my mirror. Looking this way, that's my monitor. But I just like to press it down. I don't really like to rub it in the skin because, like I said, the point for it is to be a barrier between your skin and your makeup. So you don't really want to rub it in too much like a moisturizer. But yeah, these are the topical eye patches. I really love them, y'all. When I take it off, now I don't use it every day to brighten the under eye like the instructions say, but I use it to just basically moisturize and brighten the under eye area. I see immediate results when I use this, but just like a little wake up, pick me up, deep puff. Okay, because I woke up really early. I was tired. I went to get some breakfast and I just, now at this point I feel like I need a Red Bull, because if I'm going to brunch, and it's a late brunch, the party don't start till 3. But if I'm going to brunch and I gotta go to work tomorrow, I need a pick me up, honey. But I do got a Red Bull. in the fridge. I didn't want to get no coffee today, girl. Coffee just don't sit well with me. But let that dry down, y'all. And yeah. Oh, and you want to moisturize the lips. I like to moisturize my lips before I do my makeup because I don't like all that makeup on my lips. Now, the makeup still gets on my lips, but it's not as much, I feel like. But this is the e.l.f. lip oil. It's $8, y'all. So good. I went and got the clear too, but this is like a pinkish color. They have so many different colors. It has like a tint. I think it helps my lips have like a light pink tint. But I also, like I said, got the clear. But when I'm doing my makeup, I like to use that because the clear, I don't want it like brown, if that makes sense, like the applicator part. But this is how I have my makeup in my little organizers. I put it like this in my organizer drawer. So I got eye stuff. So this is like mascaras, liners, things like that. Brow gel, brushes. This is primers, foundation. Sponges is in this little one, but I put it in there as well. This is blushes, contours. I don't have any highlighter stuff in there, but just powders and stuff like that in there. But I put all of it in front of me so I could just be ready to go, girls. Now, first things first, I like to do my makeup first, and then I do my brows. And the reason is because, girl, I feel like I apply my foundation a little sloppy. And so I'm not really like careful around my eyes. So when I noticed I did my eyes first, I would have like brown on my eyebrows. So I don't do my brows first. I do my brows last. But what I do is while my primer dries down, it gets like real sticky, I apply this e.l.f. brow lift gel. This is how it looks. It's just like a clear little thing. You have to buy the applicator separate, but in Ulta, it was all like right by each other. And I just like to apply it on the brow and make sure you brush everything up. Y'all, before I took a makeup class, I used to get my brows done by a makeup artist, and she would put on my lashes. And then I do my own makeup. Like just trying to practice how to do my own makeup. But when I took a makeup class, like it was like a group type class. That's when I learned how to do my eyebrows. Also, what's really key is finding the perfect eyebrow pencil. Right now, I'm using ColourPop, but I feel like I just want... I need to bring this mirror closer to me. I just want a I want a more fine tip, if that makes sense. But all I'm doing, y'all, is just brushing my brows up. And being that this is a really beginner friendly, detailed makeup routine, I want you to see everything I do in detail. Okay? And so once I do that, I use the other end. So I use the spoolie end to, you know, buff it out. Then I use the other end to like flatten it. Make sure it's real flat. And when my eyebrows is waxed, I feel like that's when it looks the best. Now I'm ready to put on my foundation. I use the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear foundation in the shade Macao. I feel like, I know a lot of people probably like mix theirs, but I don't mix it. I just like to darken the area with contour and stuff like that. And so all I do is just put a few pumps on the sponge. Now this is not a beauty blender. This is also an e.l.f. sponge. I want to get the beauty blender, but the thing is $20 when this is like a pack of 2 for way less than that. I'm probably being cheap, but honey, oh to the well. Y'all, and look at me doing my makeup. See, that's why I don't like to record no tutorial. Why I still have these eye patches on. Like they say, players and fuck. But yes, honey, take that off before you start putting your foundation on, Miss Girl. But I just like to basically blend this all into my skin. And then this is like a full coverage look. So if I want to apply more, I recommend letting your foundation dry down a bit and then applying more. I also don't like to go all the way to the top of my hairline because I'm going to be applying contour there anyway. Also making sure you're getting all the crevices of your nose, honey. I'm looking at my face and I don't know, I don't think I need any more. But like I said, if you do, let it dry down a little. That's the point of always having a handy dandy fan. And then you could just build on more coverage if you like. But like I said, for the most part, this is full coverage, honey. NARS is a go-to. And I honestly feel like NARS do not clog my pores, y'all. If that's something you're worried about, like, do not sleep in your makeup. You know, use a cleansing balm to remove your makeup in micellar water and wash and cleanse your face. I think that's really important when taking off your makeup. But I'm gonna add a little more just because I'm going around people, but I already like how my skin looks. Like, hydrating your skin before getting started is really, really important. And honey, I'm gonna need some more NARS. But sometimes if I have like breakouts and I'm like, oh, I see, you know, still some hyperpigmentation, then I'm gonna make sure I go in and definitely apply a second coat, but you really don't need to. And I don't put the foundation deep into my under eye. Like, I do not do that either. Okay, so that is done, honey. And now we're going to move on to the concealer. The concealer I'm using right now, I went to the mall yesterday and forgot to get a full size because I was trying out the NARS concealer. This is in the shade Caramel, and I forgot to get a full size. I bought the mini just to try it out to see if I liked it because I was using Born This Way Too Faced concealer, and this is so good. I just feel like it takes a while to dry down. If that makes sense, maybe the consistency is not as thick as this, but this is not enough. I feel like I'm running out of this, but I love this. So I just gotta keep applying more because I need to get the full size. And because I'm running out, y'all, I have to keep like building on it. But this is lighter than the Butterscotch because if I put like a dab, you can kind of see. But I feel like maybe that's going to help make it spread more. But I just let that dry down, honey. Oh yeah, that helped. That helped make it so much more. But you see what I mean? Like with the Butterscotch, with the Born This Way Too Faced, it's like it's thin. But it's also full coverage. It takes so long to dry. But now that that's done, I also like to go on the bridge of my nose, here as well, and on the chin. Now, as for the cream contour I'm using, it's the Fenty Beauty Espresso Matchstick. I like to go right under my cheekbone. So I like to do my little face light and go right there. And being that this is a cream stick, you kind of have to let this melt into the skin. And then I also go here. And also next to the nose. And we let that dry. Not dry all the way, but just dry down to where you have control over where you're spreading your concealer and contour. Y'all, I am loving this lip oil. Like, I can't get enough. I just went by 2 more. Like, it's so good. Okay, y'all, so this is a new step in my routine that I absolutely love. I always used to use straight powder blushes, but now I use a cream blush. This is the Danessa Myricks Primadonna. I don't know if it's called a cream blush, but that's what it's for. I seen Jackiana use it and I loved it. So this is how it looks. Super, super pigmented. So I just wanted to show y'all I'm definitely not putting that much. Like, look at it. I even wipe it off my finger. Like, I just like to tap it a little bit, get a little bit on my fingertip, and now I'm going on the cheekbone. And I like to apply this with my middle finger because I feel as if, I don't know, the sponge is gonna not basically make it fade away, but you know, but this is so pigmented. It's so good. And like I said, I like to stay at the cheekbone and bring it up to my temples. And this is just gonna make your powder blush pop. And I'm a blush girly, so sometimes if I feel like rubbing it in, you're gonna get too much on your fingers. So tapping it is good, but if you do, just keep blending it into the skin with your finger. And it's gonna still look so good. I like to overdo the blush. I ain't gonna hold you. Okay, I feel like that looks really, really good. Now, everything may look a little crazy, but I feel like it had time to dry down. So now we're gonna blend out my contour. I'm just going in with the angle brush. This is nothing specific. This is just a Amazon assorted pack, but it's an angle brush, and I like to bring it up. And you just want to make sure you blend, blend, blend. I also put some at the bottom of my chin. I don't know why. Seen somebody do it, so I do it. Some of this stuff, y'all, just don't have no meaning, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, y'all, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, forgot about the forehead. But next, y'all, I'm gonna use like I said, I do this with a brush. Next, I'm gonna use an e.l.f. sponge to go ahead and blend all my concealer. And this is just a concealer sponge by e.l.f. I just like to go in with the chin first. Oh my god, I got makeup on my shirt. Oh, y'all can't even see it. It's cool. And you see how much control I have over the concealer, being that I let it, you know, dry down and get like a tacky feel. Want to highlight these areas also here. Bring that up, the bridge of the nose. And then I like to highlight this area as well. Now, with my concealer, honey, I like to start in by just blending and drag it all the way up and lift the eye. And I also like to go under the nose with it before moving on to the other side and starting in the inner corner. Now I need to bring my mirror closer so I can see. Okay, what y'all think? Might have like some sharp little areas here, but that's okay because we're going to blend all of that out. It's okay if you have like sharp areas. That's why it's good to have a good blending brush. But now what I'm going to do is use my powder. Right now I'm currently using the Mercier translucent loose setting powder ultra blur. This is in the shade Translucent Honey. And I just use a powder puff to go ahead and apply a thin layer at first to set. Also, you want to make sure you keep your concealer sponge real close just in case it started to crease, but it doesn't look like it did. But you can also just go ahead and blend that in and then set with the powder. So what I like to do is I dab it in the powder and then I dab it on my hand. That's just so I could go in with a real light base. I'm not trying to bake right now. Not trying to bake, just trying to set. And you want to set in all areas where you put your concealer. Now that that's done, y'all, I put some more powder in the top. Now I'm just gonna go with more. And like I said, don't forget the corner of your nose. Now, personally, I don't draw that line underneath there. I just go with the flow. Okay, now we're gonna go in with bronzer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. This is in D4. That's what I got here. The Morphe Trailblazer is discontinued, but I used to use this, such an affordable one, and it was so tea, honey. So it's panning, y'all, like really panning. So I found this one. I love this one. So good, but don't use too much, okay? And I still use the Morphe Trailblazer to bronze the nose, and I don't know how to do eyeshadow, so I use it as an eyeshadow as well. But for this, we're going to bronze everywhere we put the contour, under the cheekbone and on the forehead and a little under the chin. So with that, I like to go in with the angle brush. This is an e.l.f. angle brush. This is just how it looks. Basically, this is the one I use for powder, and the one I use for my cream contour was the Amazon one. So I kind of like to just move it around here and hit all that powder off, honey, because whoo! And brush it lightly, y'all, because honey, it could get real sticky, okay? And that's just that on that. I still feel like it's always way more than I want, but like I said, we blend, so it really doesn't matter. But one thing about it, honey, the face be sitting, especially when you know you're going somewhere and you're gonna take pictures, or like when I'm recording YouTube videos and how the makeup just comes off across camera, like so good. But like right now, it looks like it's absolutely too much, but it's not. It's really not. Maybe it is, but I always make it work. But anywho, that's it. That's that on that. So maybe I should start putting it a little lighter on it, then tapping it, because honey, it gives the girls But we're gonna blend it. We're definitely gonna blend it. We definitely be looking like a scarecrow at first. But so now with a more like smaller brush, I'm gonna use the Morphe Trailblazer bronzer. And that is not the brush I use. This is the brush I use. It's like something real small, so I can go like real precise with it. Okay. But I just tap that a little bit and just try to go inside the nose like that. And then I bring it into the eyes. Like I said, I just be wanting something on my eyes. But I need to get me like a little eyeshadow palette to where I can like practice like something real simple and soft glamish. That's not a word, but something real simple like this that looks real natural. But this just brings like a bronze to my eyes, like I put something on it. So if all else fails, ladies, go ahead and use your bronzer. But I like this one because I feel like it gives me more of a reddish tint or a reddish undertone versus this one, the Charlotte Tilbury. It's brown, honey. Oh, that looks crazy on camera. But we're gonna fix it because we're gonna put blush. Now, I know I said I don't like to use that. I do this sometimes. Like I said, I don't put extra, but I'll do this just in case I need to. An instance where I wasn't too neat with applying the contour or whatever. But I get compliments on my contour all the time, y'all. So I'm telling y'all, it's gonna work out once we blend. Next, y'all, this is now the time to blend. I like to blend before putting on my powder blush because you're gonna blend the powder blush away. So this is the blending brush from e.l.f. It says Ultimate Blending. I like to start at the top and I pull the powder up, basically up into the contour. You don't want no harsh lines, so even where I told you to bring it up into the eye, you want to make sure all that's blended as well. And I love this blending brush, like so good. And so with this, I blend this down because like I said, that's why I apply the powder blush afterwards, because I blend my concealer and highlighter into the blush. So I blend this down. The nose, I blend a little. Okay. And I blend this a little. And then I pull this down as well. Because remember, we had put some contour there. So I just like to blend everything, so everything looks good. Everything looks put together, no sharp lines. Now we blush. Now the blush I'm currently loving right now is my Juvia's Place. This is volume 6 and I like to use the orange one at the top. Now I go in with a Sephora 96 Pro Blush Brush. And I just basically just tap that into it. And I like to smile and just go up into the temple. So the apples of your cheeks into the temple. And I used to love pink. I had like a NYX pink that I got from like the hair store. I've been trying to get my hands on the Juvia's Place pink blush, but every time I go to my Ulta, they don't have it, child. So I guess I need to order it. And then a little bit on the nose. And that's that on that. Now we're gonna go into, I think I love how this looks. I hope it looks good on camera, honey, because the lights is bright and I could barely see. But in my mirror, I feel like it's giving. And then we're gonna melt into the skin, honey. Also, like I said, this is a daytime event. So people are gonna be in my face. So I wanna make sure I'm blended. I'm gonna be taking pictures, conversing. Everybody's gonna be probably all close up. So I wanna make sure that everything's blended and looking good. Okay, now we do the brows. Now I'm gonna go step by step with y'all. I also have a brow tutorial that I could probably link in the description, but I'm also gonna go over it now as well. Now, like I told y'all before, I took a makeup class to learn how to do my eyebrows. So I just need to be real up close and personal. This is the brow pencil, ColourPop brow pencil in the shade Soft Black. It has one side with the pencil and the other side has the spoolie. And this is a brand new one because I was using the Anastasia Beverly Hills and I didn't like it. So first things first, she said to basically start with your nose like this. And then that's where you could like start drawing. Okay. And so now what I'm going to do is just follow the bottom line of my brow. And I'm going to stop right there. Now I kind of did it too dark here, but that's okay because I was used to the Anastasia one. I'm going to stop right there because I'm going to blend that. I'm going to stop right there. Now I'm going to turn my pencil right here, like where my eye and my nose meet. And that's where I'm going to stop with the tail. Okay, now in the middle of your eye, you're going to start to draw at the top of your brow, follow the arch, and come all the way down to your tail. And now you see I have like my eyebrow outlined. Now you're gonna go in small, soft strokes and fill in the brow. And that's how it looks, honey. Now you're gonna take your spoolie part and brush from the bottom to the top, just to blend out there. And voila, we have a brow. You can also always go back, but we definitely have a brow. And see, I knew there was a difference between this and the Anastasia Beverly Hills. Like that one, it's not for me. This one is so much better, but until I find a better one, this is the one I'm gonna use. Now I don't use any concealer to like clean up my brow or anything. I just use the puff just in case I need to. And like I said, you can always go back and fill or redo anything you don't like. Just make sure you don't overdo it because you're going to start not to liking your brows at all. And you're going to hate it. But yeah, we're just going to move on to the next brow. And I just do the same thing. But once you get the hang of it, you won't have to like do the measurements anymore. But like I said, this is beginner friendly, so that's just what we're gonna have to do. So once again, right here, your nose, so that's where I started. You see, that's where I stopped the tail, and then now I'm gonna go in the middle of the eye here and start outlining. And bringing it down. And the reason why you want to do soft, like light strokes, because you want to make them hair-like. You know, if you want that natural hair-like look, that's why I do like soft strokes. And then I brush it out. And they're sisters. They're not twins, which is okay with me, girl, because once I start fighting with them brows, honey, I get aggravated, and I'm like, okay, I shouldn't have even messed with them, because you will get aggravated. And just like I said, start off light. You can always go back and feel what you really don't like about it, but once you get too dark, it's kind of hard to like fix it. But yeah, that's that on that. A little quick eyebrow tutorial there. And now we put on mascara. Wait, see, I've been watching these videos where the girls say they mascara run. Where is my top? Well, my mascara don't run, so I'm like, always forget which order I do it in. But I think I spray, let it dry, then do mascara. Yeah. So today we are going to set with do I want to do Charlotte's Tilbury? I have Charlotte Tilbury, y'all, but I'm gonna show y'all a cheaper option that I love. Now, I shouldn't have all these setting sprays, but I do. I have the One Size Matte. I have the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, so good for the price. I have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Setting Spray. I have even a Sephora Setting Spray. But right now, I just feel like I have so many of the Morphes. I have small ones, big ones. Like, I just love this, and I don't even know if they ever come to an end. But y'all, this is a good tip. This look crazy. Spray away from you before spraying on your face, so you don't have like a patch on your face and just miss. I think this one is going out, but I like to make sure my face is wet. And then just let it air dry. And then once it air dry, then we're gonna go in with some mascara. I'm actually gonna use a fan to speed up the process, and I also might have to hit my hair with the flat iron, because I think I probably wet this part. I don't know. And for video purposes, this is just to speed up the process, but normally I'm letting it air dry. Basically, I'll just start like, you know, picking up, wiping off my lips, things like that. And just be real careful when you're wiping your lips, because you don't want to wipe the top of the makeup off your lips. Like the makeup that's sitting right on top for your lips. You don't want to wipe it off. I've done it before, honey, and like, what did I do? So now I just try to be like really careful. And if some is still on it, that's fine, because when you put on your lip combo, everything will look right. Okay, y'all, so that is still drying down. I see people put like translucent powder on their brows, I guess, after it dries. I probably need to start doing that, because sometimes I do feel like the brows can come off shiny, but I don't think I have any like translucent or like white powder at this time. But that's cool. I'll let it dry and probably hit it with the powder puff, just not putting any more powder on it. But I've been loving the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is how it looks, y'all. I've been loving it, and I just bought a mini size because, like I said, I don't wear makeup every day, so I don't do my makeup like that. Only when I'm going places on the weekends, or if I'm recording for YouTube or on vacation, things like that, is when I do my makeup, because I have acne prone combination skin, and I just be trying everything to like avoid clogging the pores. So less makeup is more for me, okay? But I'm just gonna go ahead and use this mascara. I like to go like with 3 coats. Basically, apply a coat, you know, let it dry, apply another coat. And the more coats you apply, the thicker and fuller and longer they look. So I really love that. I love that it doesn't clump. Y'all, I forgot to curl. I forgot to curl my eyelashes, but usually I curl my eyelashes. And I just bought a curler, I think from like Marshall's. It's just like a regular old eyelash curler. And you could get it like from any drugstore. You could get it from TJ Maxx, Marshall's, Ulta, whatever. I think every place that sells makeup has curlers. But like I said, I love that this don't clump. And I just love like the volume and the naturalness and how long everything looks once I keep applying like more coats. I don't put anything on my bottom lashes or anything like that. When I'm on vacation or if it's my birthday, I may get lash extensions. I literally last night for this video, and like I said, because I'm going to a brunch birthday party, I was gonna apply like the no bind glue eyelash extension thingies, like the clusters. Girl, I must have threw it away. I had 2 packs and I cannot find them. They are always, like, I'm so cautious about things around my eye. Because one time a bug flew in my eye and my eye was swollen for like 5 days. Swollen shut. Like, the bug had to went behind my eye. It was so infected and I just had to keep flushing my eye, and the bug eventually came out in pieces. I thought my life was over. I was in so much pain. And like I said, one eye was shut and it was so big. Like, I would never forget. So I'm cautious about things around my eyes. And so it's just so hard for me to apply that. So I was like, I probably threw it away. I really probably threw it away, y'all. Like, no kiddie. Is that still a thing? I don't know. But, yeah. So I've been going for the natural look. If my friend not doing me no eyelash extensions, I've been lately, for the life of me, I can't apply a strip. I don't know. Like, I think it's because I'm just so scared and nervous about things around my eye. I think that's why, because it can't be that hard. But girl, mascara is like the easiest thing. I curl my lash. And then I put this on. I was just saying all these good things about this mascara, but now it's starting to piss me off. For some reason, a piece fell on my cheek, and now I don't know how to get that black part off my cheek. It's like I've been blending stuff on it, and it's like, oh my goodness, did it stain? I hate it, but it's okay. It's okay, y'all. But honey, this is the final look. Okay, the powder puff actually worked in the spots that still looked really shiny, like it was not going to dry. But this is the final look. I'm going bust down middle part today. What y'all think? Well, this is not what I'm wearing, and I'm not doing a get ready with me because I'm just going to record some content for YouTube. But how do I look? Everything looks super cute. Okay. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, because the girlies have been telling me, like, Jam, do a makeup tutorial, and I finally did it. I just feel like You can't let the mascara dry too long because I want to put some more, but I'm scared it's going to fall on my face again. So don't let it dry too long in between putting on your extra coats. But everything looks so good. Now for the lip combo, y'all, being that we're going to go eat right now, matter of fact, let's see if this is really what I want to do. We're going to do the lip combo too right now. One moment. I kind of wanted to just wear a gloss since we're going to be eating, but let's give the girls full look. Y'all, and I'm not a lip liner girly. I'm not a lip combo girly. So I just feel like I be doing this all wrong. Beginner friendly lip gloss. Okay. Okay. See. What is this? Going too far. Getting too comfortable. I really love how JT overline her lips. But that was in the MAC Chestnut lip liner. This is going to be the e.l.f. Butter Gloss Crème Brûlée. No, this is not what I want. Hold on. Okay, this is what I want. The NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. I want to put a little like pink in the middle. I think that's looking pretty good with the brown. And then we're going to go in with the butter gloss with the creme brulee. And if you don't know, with the creme brulee, not even with the creme brulee, with the butter gloss, you have to build. Like, you have to apply a little bit, then you have to build. Okay, I think that came out super cute. Remember, that was MAC Chestnut Lip Pencil, the Soft Matte Lip Cream in Tokyo. Then the butter gloss, this is also NYX in creme brulee as a gloss. You can also use the Rihanna Fenty, I forgot what it's called, Sweet Mouth. Yeah, you can also use that for a more shimmering gloss. But this looks really, really cute. I like this, especially that my outfit is brown. I already have a brown top on, even though I'm not wearing this top. But I think it gives. It just, the whole look just gives.